So we've got 5 peafowl eggs in the house. They're from our second flock, which is our younger flock. We've got an India blue pair in there. We've got a pied peacock named Piper. Get it? Pied Piper. And we've got a white peacock. So I don't know who the father is of these eggs, who's breeding with our peahen in there, but we've done this before and we want to do it again. We trick our broody hens to hatch out some peafowl eggs. So I'm wanting to get this started here late at night, move over some broody hens. I know I've got some in the Bantam flock. I think I have an Ermine or Splash Americana. I've got this black Mong chicken that are super broody, and I think they'd be perfect for this. But I need to get them over to a coop and get a nest box in there. And then if they're still on that spot tomorrow, we'll put those peafowl eggs on there. Okay, we got our Bantam flock right here. They are right in there. Now we've done it right where they've sat before. That's usually the ideal because they're broody right where they want to be. And sometimes when you move them to a new spot, they'll lose their broodiness because they get confused on where they're at. They're not comfortable. But I don't want them to hatch the peafowl out in here where we've got all the Bantam flock in here. We've got these 2 hens that I want to move. These 2 hens have been really broody for months and they really want to sit on eggs, and I think they'll do a great job. So we've got to move them over to this coop and find some nest boxes, see if they'll sit on it tonight. All right, this one's probably good. I'm going to let them go in here and then I'm going to go find a nest box before it gets too dark. All right, we got tons of broody hens in here too, but I need one of these boxes. I've got to put them over here because these guys are broody. All right, come on. So I got one nest box here. They're acting a little crazy. All right, well that's the goal. We got a fake egg. Let's hope we can get them to sit there. Well, that's why I want to start that at night. Hopefully they'll be sitting on that egg, that fake egg, in the morning, and then we'll bring the peafowl eggs out then. Wish us luck. All right, so we've got 2 broody hens in here, and they were both sitting on this box this morning on each other. And I'm really hoping our Americana, she's been... So if I've got to pick between the 2, I think this is the one that I would prefer. I really don't want them both in here. I don't want them sitting on each other. I'd like just one to be in there. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and leave her in here, and I'm gonna remove the Mong hen. All right. Don't want them fighting over the eggs. I just want somebody to sit on them. So if she won't sit on them, I may have to switch it up, but hoping that'll work. All right, so the Mong chicken, I think she's gonna be better suited for this. I had the Americana in here and she was not sitting. She was up here sitting on a roosting bar, so I put her back in the coop. Went and got the Mong chicken. She's sitting right on the eggs. So I made the wrong choice initially, but I think I've got the one that'll stay on these eggs. All right, so there's our white peacock, our India blue peacock, and our pied peacock, and then there's our peahen. So she's laying the eggs. Not sure who the dad is gonna be here. We just got a new egg here today. So this is egg number 6. So we'll go in and make sure our broody Mong chicken is still sitting on the eggs. We'll give her one more. So we're currently on day 2 with these eggs. So I just started a new one, but 5 are on day 2. So everything's going well so far. She's sitting on the eggs. I think this will go great now that we don't have anybody else in here to help fight over the eggs. So we've got a couple days down, 25, 26 days to go. Well, today is June 20th. We have 5 days to go. So we're day 23, right around that, 22, 23. And you can see that our hen is sitting up off the eggs a little bit right here, and that's okay, because it is super hot in here. It is about 90 to 95 degrees outside. It's gonna be over 100 in here with this clear plastic. We've got to get this switched out. We switched this out in the summer to a heavy green canvas tarp, and it allows airflow through the front and the back, and then it gives them shade during the day. So we got to get that changed out today so she doesn't get too hot in here. So we'll do that. Hopefully these eggs won't get too overheated. We don't want them to get over 100 degrees. So that's why she's sitting up off those eggs. Really smart. So hopefully here in 5 days, these eggs will hatch, but we're gonna switch this tarp out so we get some shade. So in here you can see airflow right through the middle, underneath, lots of shade, and our hen is able to sit on those eggs and even let this one sit out a little bit without being a big deal. So this was huge in balancing out the temperature under that broody hen. I don't know if the eggs would have made it. They still might not, but hopefully this works out well over the next few days.
I think this one too.
So it's day 27 on these eggs. We're just doing a quick check to see what's going on, but
Nope, no peeping yet.
hopefully we see some pips in the next day or so. Really excited for these guys to hatch. So today is day 28, maybe 28 and a half. So we're really excited to see if something appears underneath our broody hen. What do you think, Bella? Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, it's really nice. Peacock size.
So far out of our 6 eggs, we've had 3 hatch. All look like India Blues, which are pair India Blue, but we weren't sure if the peahen was possibly breeding with the pied or with the white. So we'll see how these colors work out over time. Now our broody hen has worked great. We've had a lot of people ask what's the best way to hatch out pea chicks. And of course you can use an incubator and it usually will work pretty well. But broody hens, man, they're perfect at hatching out these pea chicks. We've been using it for the last 3-4 years. So the first year we got some India Blues, we were trying to get whites, and the second year we hatched a lot of whites and they all started dying when we raised them on the ground. We'll talk more about that here in a minute. The next year we hatched a bunch of whites, and that's who we have in the aviary. We've got Snow and Flake, the white pair out there. And then in the coop next to this, we've got 2 peahens, a white peahen and an India Blue peahen from last year. They're from Blue and Bell. And so all of those peafowl, the 4 in the peafowl coop, and then the 2 peahens next door, those are all for sale, open for trades. And then these 3 and whatever we hatch here, we're open to sell them or trade them. So we'd love to hear from you if you'd love to get some pea chicks or peacocks, peahens from us. Mama did a good job, didn't she?
I'm putting Mama.
This is good timing. Before all these pea chicks come out of their box, we just move them over with the mom and get them all in their new brooder. Now Mama hen is still sitting on these eggs. Let me see if anything's happened. She's done an awesome job. You see her head is a little misshaped. Back when she was with the mom, because back when she was with the roosters, they picked on her. And so they kind of damaged her head and we ended up separating her out. 3 eggs, just nothing over the next 24 hours. So we'll open them up. Yeah, I don't think there's anything going on in there. And then we can take this nest box here and move that over as well. Well, we got the nest box maybe a little much here, but we'll have to figure out something for them to sit in. All right, so we thought about using that one. That's our coop that we originally built for the pea chicks. We've got the button quail in there right now. They're doing just fine in there. We've got these 3 spots out here that we originally built for our pigeons, but we've used them for a number of birds over the years. And so they're empty right now. And so I think we can put them right in here. They can be along the bottom. You definitely want to keep pea chicks off the ground. We've had issues the first couple of years with them getting parasites and dying. And when we talked to some other peafowl breeders, they all said they keep them off the ground. And so there's a mesh floor right here. They can go in the little bed right there, and then they can walk around on the mesh floor. Once they get a little more flighty, they can move their way up, but at least at the beginning, this will keep them off the ground at least. Okay, so we've got our hen. Got our pea chicks. Here you go. So I'm trying to figure out a ramp up to this nest box. It's a little high for these little pea chicks here for a day or 2 until they can figure out jumping and hopping. And there you go. I think I got it. Here, we've got one that walked in. Let's see if these other 2 can figure it out. The hen's doing a great job calling them over. The easiest way to be to get on right down here at the bottom and walk up. They're trying to get on right at the end. There you go. Nice job. Oh no! Oh.
Oh, yes! That's good climbing! It's up! Yes!
Okay, one left to make it. There you go. Alright, so we added 2 2x4 little piece right there. They were able to get onto that and up there, so couldn't quite think of how to get up there. So
Mama. Mama.
there's the mama hen and the pea chicks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she under me. See? It's in chicks.
What's she gonna do for the chicks?
Just my one night is on chicks on the chicks.
She gonna sit on them and keep them warm?
Yeah.
Yeah. So for science, we always like to check these eggs, see what happened. Did they develop? Did they not develop? Try to figure out if they made it all the way or these eggs were empty. So that's why we always open these up. It's not to be sad, it's to figure out what went wrong. So nothing in that one.
Downstairs.
Nothing in that one. And then our last one is right there. Yeah. So really glad we didn't have her sit on those eggs any longer. 3 eggs and nothing developed, and the 3 that did, they all hatched. Well, thank you guys for watching our hen hatch out these pea chicks. Look forward to giving you updates on how they're doing.